Hello Aries, welcome to Timsy Naked Tarot. Don't worry, I'm not naked, the tarot reads are naked. We are doing a general read today on the Strength card which came out in the All Signs overview I done on Monday when the moon was new in Scorpio. Okay, generally speaking, strength, requiring strength. You or a person may be requiring strength about a situation you or a person is facing. Probably you and a person, I should really be saying. Now, this strength could be coming into the fact that you may not have to act on it and you're getting in the strength not to act on it, but using the better part of discretion and just not doing anything about it. Or maybe you're requiring strength to take action on it. We got the Hierophant in the cut. Oh, it is a general read. It may or may not resonate with you. If it does resonate with you, that is fantastic. If it doesn't resonate with you, don't worry too much. Not every read can resonate with you. If this one's not resonating with you, go and check out the playlist for the Aries. They will be in the fire sign playlist. Find something in there what does resonate with you. Or alternatively, watch the All Signs overview. And if anything else resonates with you within that, try watching that one. Okay, and we have got a Queen of Wands to go with that. Okay, so the Hierophant is possibly about someone you respect, someone you look up to, someone you see as a figure of authority, possibly a guru, someone you think is at the top of their field, a professor, a karate expert, I don't know. With the Queen of Wands likes to be centre of attention. Quite often is centre of attention. Likes to show. Oh, look, Hierophant showing again there. Look, likes to show the world everything what they want the world to see, but behind closed doors or behind their mask, they are a little bit different. Okay, so that's them shuffled, ready to go. We will shuffle these as well to find the incoming energies we're doing the read about. Okay, this is my plain deck. Basically, all the cards in here somehow relate to a star sign of some description or the type of star sign, be it water, fire, air, or earth. We've also got the two jokers in here. The jokers are soulmates and twin flame connections. We have got a King of Spades. The King of Spades will be an air sign and it will be a Libra. So you are dealing with a Libran of some description. Some description. Just there is going to be the energies around the connection. Just there is going to be, what should we have there? How the Libran feels about it. Or your person feels about it. And just there is the outcome which the universe is hoping for. Why does it? I don't know if you've noticed, yeah, but if you're a regular viewer, you may have noticed it always gets darker as I start putting the cards. Now, I thought it was maybe a time thing on my camera or on my light I used. Maybe it's like after a few minutes of it being on, or a minute or two of it being on, it dims down to reserve battery and things. But I had this on way before I started the video. And again, it's dimmed down. Here we go. Let's just sort there you go, look, see? Sort the focus out. It's got brighter again, okay? I will just put you on pause for a second though while I check the battery to make sure it is actually fully charged. It's not going to die on me halfway through the read. So, just hang on for a second. Nope, still got 3 bars. It's got plenty of energy in it. So anyway, let's crack on with it. Oh, should we have an overall energy card? Off the bottom of the deck, we have got a Knight of Swords. Okay, the overall energy of this read, or of this information, of this situation, is going to be fast moving and truthful. Okay. So the situation itself, the Seven of Pentacles, it is something that got put into action a while ago. It's the Seven of Pentacles is all about like divine timing, planting seeds and reaping harvests off those seeds at a later date. So it was put into action a while ago. Yeah, there we go. We got the Page of Wands coming out with that, the Magician, the Seven of Cups, okay, and the Seven of Swords. Okay, so the first thing I'm drawn to, started to make me giggle, was the Magician. Yeah, I was telling you about seeds being planted, ready to harvest. It's ready to harvest. The Magician is saying the time is right. Everything is ready to go. Okay, the Magician there has all four wands. Yeah, no, he's got one of each. He's got all four aces on the table. All four new starts you can have out of the minor arcana. Now, I called swords, I called wands. There's passion involved in this. There's truth to be had in this as well. Okay, or perhaps there's truth to be hidden in this, because I got the Seven of Swords at the end. But with the Page of Wands starting all this, there is an innocence about this situation. Whatever was planted, the idea being planted, the seed being planted, whatever it may be, the beginning of this situation was all done innocently. It may have turned into something totally different by the time we got to the end of it, but it all started as from an innocent point of view. Perhaps one or perhaps the other, perhaps you or the Libran, thought maybe this could push me forward somehow, but generally speaking, it was started from an innocent viewpoint. Okay, there was no harm intended. There was nothing nefarious about it or anything like that. The Magician is also saying that, well, perhaps someone was always sneaky in this. Okay, the Magician makes you look in the wrong direction as he performs his trick. He deceives you. He tricks you, basically. That's why it's called a trick, because magic as a magician would be using is not a real thing. You can't magically make something appear out of thin air. Okay, with the Seven of Cups coming out, again, this is confusion. Okay, so it started innocently, but someone else was maybe making you feel it started innocently. It is either you or them. Yeah, the Libra either made you feel innocent or made it feel innocent, or you made it feel innocent for them. But either way, there was confusion and, again, deception. The Seven of Swords there with the Seven of Cups. The Seven of Cups is all about choices and the illusion of choices, and sometimes the delusion of choices. And normally it's like you know what to go for, but there's something else there. It's a bit like you've got some money. You're thinking, I'm going to go and treat myself to a takeaway, and you get to your takeaway, but a new takeaway's open just next door to it, and it's like, oh, what do I do now? Well, you always knew you were going to go to that takeaway. You had it in your mind from earlier on in that day that you were going to get that Chinese, that Indian, those fish and chips, the pizza, whatever it may have been. But all of a sudden, there's new choices next to you. Two new shops have opened up either side of the takeaway you were going to, which is doing something different. And it's like, oh, do I have that now? Oh, good. Do I go for Italian? Oh, I don't know. Yeah. So that's the sort of thing. But normally you know what you want to go for. But there is choices to be had in this. But all the choices you're getting deceived with. Okay. So let's have a look at how the Libran feels about this. The Libran feels the Hierophant. The Libran, should we do a crossing card before I go any further? The Five of Pentacles. Okay, the deception is being left out in the cold, or possibly a financial deception, actually. I feel it's more of a financial deception. Maybe financially you've been left out in the cold. Perhaps this might be a business venture between the two of you, and now one of you is like creaming it in while just feeding crumbs to the other one. So the Hierophant, again, it's that sort of like looking up to, respecting someone you respect, someone you look up to, a father figure, an authority figure, something like that, or mother figure, could be. And yeah, this is how the Libran feels about you and this connection. They're looking up to you, they're respecting you. Probably makes you the older one, or definitely the more experienced one. Now, a card did flip, which stopped me from shuffling, which is telling us the Eight of Pentacles. The Eight of Pentacles is about work. Okay, it's the work card. It's shuffling again. It's the work card of the tarot. Okay, so they look up to you on a work type level. They're not looking up to you in a relationship or a social level. This is all work orientated for them. They see well, they do. Wow, they do really see you as something really, really amazing. They see you as an empress, a giving, nurturing, caring empress. Okay, with the Queen of Pentacles coming straight after that empress. Being the empress means it's like being in charge of something. The empress is in charge of an empire. Okay, like Britain's had empresses, and I don't know if the Romans ever had an empress, but the Egyptians had an empress. Okay, Cleopatra was an empress of the Egyptian Empire. So you could possibly be like running a business, a big business, or maybe you're like a chief in a firehouse or something like that. But whatever it is, you may not necessarily be that good. That you might not see yourself as an empress being in charge of like the whole thing, but they do. They see you're in charge of everything, or you have the potential to be. And they also see that you are giving, loving, and nurturing with that Queen of Pentacles, or at least the situation could be giving, loving, and nurturing. With Justice at the end there, they feel that there needs to be some sort of balance, and Justice is coming underneath that Seven of Swords. And possibly they feel that they have misled you, and they have possibly deceived you, and they feel that maybe the justice needs to come. Okay, maybe they have to put things right, or maybe they're starting to realize that you're the one who's been doing the deceiving, and they want justice for it. Nine of Cups coming out for the crossing card on this one is telling us that it's kind of like their hopes and dreams. This situation is kind of like their fantasy in a way. Not fantasy in the sort of a sexual or romantic sense, but a fantasy as in where they always saw their life going. So maybe they're seeing you give them the opportunity to advance up a career ladder or something like that, and they've always wanted to get to the top, or as close to the top as they can possibly get to. Okay, and the outcome for this is the Page of Swords. Well, that is disappointing. Okay, the outcome for this is disappointment. Now, this could be your disappointment. It could be their disappointment. It could be someone else's disappointment, I suppose. The King of Wands. Remember, we did have the Queen of Wands in the cup. The Sun card, the Ten of Wands, and the Three of Cups. Okay, so there is disappointment. This could be coming through as disappointing news, or maybe dramatic. Oh, I can never say this word. Dramatic news. There you go. Okay, with the King of Wands coming out, someone's looking after themselves in this outcome. They're not really too concerned about anyone else who's around them. They're trying to look after number one and make sure number one is secure and happy. Now, this is the outcome for you, Aries. So this is going to be sort of more along your outcome. So possibly you may be disappointed in the outcome, but you're going to be looking after yourself, looking after number one. You're going to make sure that you're coming out of it okay first before anyone else does. Now, it could be that you have been deceived up there by this Libran, and perhaps it wasn't an intentional deception. As I said, it did start off innocent. Okay, but it's kind of led into something else. Perhaps you're calling a day on it. You're disappointed that it didn't work out. You're disappointed that you didn't get the results you wanted, but you're going to look after number one. You're going to cut and run on this before it gets too out of hand. With the Sun there, it's the best option. Okay, with the Ten of Wands there, it's telling us that you possibly are feeling a little bit of guilt and burdened by it. Maybe you should have dragged them with you. Remember, did start off innocently after all. The third party, the 3 cups there is indicating a third party. Okay, well, this isn't a romantic thing. This is, as I said, it's a work. Well, it's definitely work related for the Libra, and maybe it's work related for you as well. But the third party thing, this 3 cups, is telling us that there is someone else or involved, yeah, to do with the outcome. Okay, now I don't know what that someone else is or who it is. Crossing all this is the Knight of Pentacles. Well, the Knight of Pentacles is an inevitability energy. It was always sure to happen. Perhaps you had doubts right from the start that this would work, this would pull off, and you kind of always knew that perhaps it was going to end badly, but you went with it anyway. You gave it a try. You've done your best. You planned your way through it all, and eventually it didn't work. Okay, crossing our Knight of Pentacles. Oh my God, what is wrong with me today? That's like, Jesus, I can't actually say anything. Okay, is the 6 of Pentacles. The 6 of Pentacles is about balance. This was inevitably what was going to happen. The balance. Okay. So inevitably, you knew that we would be balanced out of it somehow with finances. Okay, these financial balances you're going to get will bring an end, a close to something. Well, we kind of, like, I've already kind of implied that this outcome is the ending of it. Okay, it started off innocent, and then there was some sort of like deception and betrayal, which is normally bringing an end to something as well. But something new will grow from its place, and that newness, what grows from its place, will be you leveling your head out and calming things down. Yeah, finding a safer, more secure place to be. Okay, even if that be mentally or physically. Okay, so before we go any further, let's just ask the universe. What advice would you give my Aries about this? We'll have that one because it tried to come out. You fucking lady. You really can't fucking write this shit, can you? The Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands being centre of attention. Now, which way is this going to go? Should we get some clarifiers on it? Something to do with being centre of attention, being the focal point of a party. Okay, living it up, living it large, and, well, enjoying yourself. It's enjoying yourself again. Yeah, you're sorting yourself out. You're making sure number one's right there. And the Queen of Wands is also someone who makes sure that number one is all right first. Okay. So, advice to you is being centre of the party, yeah, being centre of attention. You're missing being centre of attention, or if you, I don't know, you're missing something. Either by being centre of attention, you're missing something, or you're not centre of attention anymore and you're missing it. With the 2 of Cups, it's saying that you're kind of missing a partner in it. Okay, it's like possibly you are centre of attention in the party, but you are the only one. Everyone else is like you're not sharing it with anyone. The 2 of Cups is telling us that you're missing the fact that you're not sharing it with anyone. The 4 of Cups is telling us that that's the disappointment. Okay, the 4 of Cups is a card of disappointment. On some depictions of this, you have like someone sitting there and they've got the 3 cups in front of them with various different things in, but they're thinking about the 4th one, and they're not happy with what they've got in front of them. They're wanting something else, so they're disappointed with what they have. You're disappointed. The advice to you is currently at the moment, you're disappointed that you don't have anyone because you're missing something. Okay, the Knight of Wands is a card of action. It is a card of being a player, but it's ultimately a card of action. Moving in fast to get something, moving in fast with communication down here. Now this is moving in fast to actually take action on something as well. Okay, crossing your advice is the 7 of Wands. It's telling us what this crossing card is like, what drives everything else underneath it. And what's driving it is you're being defensive to your own corner. You're protecting yourself. Well, we said that down here. You're disappointed in the situation. You're looking after yourself to make sure you're happy and you come out okay. You're defending yourself. You're protecting yourself. Okay, and by doing this, you're excluding those people around you who might be able to help you. Okay, and this is why you got the loss and the Two of Cups are coming together of energies, and the kind of like disappointment within yourself or within the situation. You're not happy with what's in front of you. You want something else. That Knight of Wands is suddenly turning into rushing off to get some help, but you're still going to be defensive about it. Okay, fucking really. And remember, this is all about the Strength card. Yeah, the card what came out for you on the 13th. In my all signs overview I done. There it is, the Strength card. You're requiring strength. You're requiring strength to either keep up your defenses or let them fall and get the help in. Okay, so that is your read, Aries. Hopefully it resonates with you. If it does, fantastic. If it didn't, don't worry too much. Not every read can, as I said at the beginning. Perhaps you just need to go off and find another read to watch in my playlists, or go and check out the Play All Signs Overview again. It's the most recent one on the All Signs Overview playlist, and go and check out anything what resonates with you, really. Obviously you can't yet because I ain't done them all. This is the first one I've done, so you might just have to wait a couple of days for some other ones to come out if they resonate with you. If you like this, please do me a solid, give me a thumbs up, and if you want to, you can subscribe to my tarot team and get regular notifications of all my videos I post. If you didn't like this, well, there is the thumbs down button. You can hit that if you want. I do not mind. It lets me and alerts me to something being a little bit off on my video. Okay, and then you can do me an even bigger solid by actually putting in the comments what it was you didn't like about the video. If it's the lighting, if it's the sound quality, things like that, things within my realms of control, I can try to put them right. If it's something to do with the actual read, the energies coming through or whatever, well, I can't help that. It is what it is. Okay, so thank you very much. Until I catch you all on the next video you're watching, have a great week.